Right, let's go with the bad thing first.
Yes.
All right, let's
Give me the
strap in.
veggies.
Strap it. I'm still listening. I'm walking away, but I'm still listening. Don't worry.
Right. I watched Halloween Ends this week.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I desperately hear what you think of this.
My God, this was awful. So bad. And, we were warned. I was warned. It was one of those ones where people said, it's terrible. It's doing weird things. What are they doing? I don't know what they're doing. I'm not going to spoil this, but I have no fucking clue what the hell they were going for with this film. Because
Spoil it. We don't care.
it's not... I just can't figure out why. Why? Like, I kind of liked the reboot Halloween in 2018.
That the Rob Zombie
It wasn't
one.
great. No. This is
Before that.
this kind of reboot trilogy, which follows on
the first
Jamie
one.
Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode from the first film.
Right.
So you have the 70s Halloween, and then everything else is kind of being retconned. And then we had the return of Halloween in 2018, which was back to their story. She's no longer Michael's sister. She's just one of his victims. She's been living her life in fear of him returning one day, and also training herself up to fight and to trap him and everything. So that's where we kind of go
Like
with
Linda
that film.
Hamilton in Terminator.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what she's done. She knows that one day
Biggie, what are you Sorry, Stig. Biggie, what are you doing?
Lighting a candle.
You been farting in your room or something?
No.
God,
This
if
is
you
annoying me,
just
so
an
I can get it
audio
lit.
listener to this
It's lit,
podcast, you're missing out on gold.
I've been kind of watching Biggie for the past 5 minutes, constantly turning to his right, pick up a pot with a toothbrush in of all things. And
Yeah.
Sorry, Stig. Continue.
It's my
okay.
pot of many
I
things.
just don't know what he's doing.
He's fucking. Can you concentrate, Biggie, please, for 1 minute?
I'm concentrating. I'm listening to him talk about Halloween Ends.
So Halloween, so that ends. That's kind of where we end with Halloween, and then we got Halloween Kills, which is after we thought Michael was dead, he's not dead, and he comes back and he kills like nearly everyone in Haddonfield, and he ends up being the Terminator. And I really didn't like that. I just thought this is stupid. He's, if you remember me talking about it, it was like he's gone from killing one or two.
He said it just went full slasher, didn't it?
Yeah, to just killing everyone. By the time I'd finished watching Halloween Ends, I wanted that Michael back. I wanted the Michael who just could take all the punishment in the world and kill everything that walked in his path.
Don't tell me they gave him a heart in this.
This one takes place... No, they gave him a... This is going to be a big spoiler.
hang on, wait. I'll put the
Okay.
spoiler klaxon up. Okay, Stig, go for it, because I know what you're about to say, and Oodles is going to lose his fucking shit.
It gave him a protege.
Fuck off! He's got an apprentice.
Yeah. We have an apprentice Michael Myers in this film.
Oh my god, that's so fucking stupid.
Don't knock apprenticeships because they do lead to full employment.
Not
As
in
a
this film, they
murderer.
don't.
That
This
is fucking
film-
stupid.
Basically starts with this young boy who ends up killing the boy he's babysitting by mistake. When the boy plays a prank on him, he ends up killing him by mistake, and because of that, he kind of gets ostracized by the town, and he kind of becomes a bit of a recluse and turns a bit of a oddball.
Yeah.
Until he meets Laurie Strode's granddaughter, and they all of a sudden seem to fall for each other, so much so that she's kind of willing to run away with him after knowing him for like 5 minutes. And within all this, these town bullies throw him over the bridge and under an underpass, and he gets dragged into this underpass by Michael Myers, who picks him up and sees something in his eye. And like he looks,
All good murderers know of us.
Into the eye of this boy and thinks, oh, like this guy is like me. And then from
Fucking
that,
stupid.
it builds up and builds up. And honestly, for about an hour of this film, nothing fucking happens. It's a teen fucking drama.
Does he pat
And
him on back
even
every time he
longer,
gets a
actually. It might be
kill?
like I think it's like a 2-hour film, and it's like an hour and a half. Like nothing seems to happen, and all of a sudden, right at the end, he just goes on a murderous rampage, and we genuinely get about 5 minutes of Michael Myers in this film.
So is it called Halloween Ends because the franchise is fucking dead?
I hope so. I hope
That's
so.
fucking shocking, man.
It was
He gets a little
absolutely
apprentice.
terrible.
He's not fucking Sith Lord.
Yeah, it's
Just
The only thing that I kind of did like was they showed Michael's getting older. He's been on the run. He's been living on the streets and hiding out in like sewer pipes. He's fucked. Like he's ill and he's fucked. Like he's a normal human being. He's not a Jason type character who is supernatural. So he isn't as strong as he used to be. He is vulnerable, but it was still shit. Like honestly, I don't know how they went from let's reboot this. If they'd have just done that one reboot film and not made this a trilogy, it would have worked.
Yeah,
it makes me wonder why Jamie Lee Curtis reads these scripts and thinks, "Yeah, I'm back in,"
because she's producing it, so she gets a lot of money for it.
Fuck off, really?
It must be, of course. Yeah. It's payday, isn't it?
It's an easy film for her to make for a role that she's played multiple times.
Yeah, she don't have to slip into character that hard, does she?
Yeah, she gets producer credit, keeps her name kind of high in the listings, and she makes a fuck ton of money because she'll be paid by residuals.
Yeah.
So and it's Halloween.
The original Laurie Strode trilogy was 1, 2, and then H2O. And then when they did Resurrections, they tacked her on at the beginning where Michael finally kills her.
Yeah.
1, 2, and H2O is a much better trilogy. If you want to see what happens to Laurie Strode from the first Halloween, watch 2 and H2O. That's better than watching 1, then the 2018 Halloween Kills and Ends, because just Kills and Ends are terrible films.
Well, you've done us a service, and us, I've done it again. Escapism officers, we thank you for your services.
I've done it again. I've watched some crap so you don't have to, just because my curiosity got the better of me. And Kate wanted to watch it, and even she said, "What the fuck was that?" when we finished. She was just like, "That was weird. It just wasn't." What was it? I don't know what they were going for. Just
guarantee next week Candy will come in and she'll have watched it.
She loved it. Yeah.
I don't like it when they had pathos to like murder us. Stop trying to make
after
them
every
human.
kill by the apprenticeship, did Michael Myers just give a nod?
Can I tell you about the end?
That's how you do it.
Yes, tell me about the end.
We're still under the spoiler clocks.
Right. So, right at the end, she finally kills Michael. Like, really, like, kills him. She manages to slit his throat. She then slits his wrists and, like, after
chop his head off.
After she stabbed him multiple times. Well, they're fighting in a kitchen, so she just kind of...
All right.
She pins him down and then slits his throat. He's dead. And then the police and all come in and it's like, oh, Michael, she's like, he's finally dead. And the granddaughter's like, not dead enough. So then what they proceed to do is strap his body to the roof of a police car and parade him through the streets of Haddonfield and then throw him into a car crush grinder.
Oh, it's good for the kids to see.
Pretty sure that's not standard operating procedure for the police.
One of the policemen points it out, and the commissioner's just like, he's like, this isn't right. And he's like, the commissioner guy's like, kind of like, tonight it is. Like, Imagine the headlines if it was real life.
FBI finding out.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Internal Affairs will be down there in no time, mate. Telling you now.
It's like, he is 100% dead. You did not need to do that. And I was just, oh man.
I thought you were going to say, and at the very end, his apprentice picks up his mask and puts it on. Bum, bum.
He does do that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Because that's what happens. He steals a mask off Michael, goes around and just kills a load of people in some quite gruesome and cool ways. But then he kills himself because he's like, because he wanted to run away with Laurie's granddaughter. I can't remember the names. And he says, if I can't have her, no one will. And he kills himself. So when she bursts through the door, it looks like Laurie's killed him because she's like fighting with him. And so she thinks, yeah, it's bullshit. And then she comes back like 5 minutes later to help her anyway. It's awful.
I hope it disintegrates this franchise.
Yeah.